Hi, my name is Daryl Sellens, and today I'm going to be talking about somatic and mental disorders. The article that I used, where I got my information is from the Open Sociology Journal, and the authors are Gunn Peterson, Reeden Olstead, and Jane H. Rosenthal. The question that sparked this idea was, should a patient with a somatic disorder be treated more promptly than a patient with a mental disorder? A mental disorder is a psychological disorder. It's a mental or behavioral pattern that causes either suffering or a poor ability to function in ordinary life. And a somatic disorder is a person with numerous physical symptoms, and these symptoms impairs a person's ability to function in everyday life. In the experiment, the independent variable was the 20 disorders that the researchers chose to study. The dependent variable was how severe the people around us perceive each disorder to be. And the hypothesis of this experiment was that health professionals believed that mental disorders were going to rank higher than somatic disorders. Researchers gathered information in the form of questionnaires. There was a questionnaire given to 1,000 men and 1,000 women in northern Norway, and according to the Open Sociology Journal, responsible for the sample selection was a polling agency called the Norwegian Gallup. Okay, so out of the 2,000 people that received the questionnaire, only 1,127 returned the questionnaire. 57% were men, 55% were women, and out of that, 30% were college educated, 40% completed high school, and 22% was lower educated. So a major concern in this experiment was bias. The researchers didn't want a person voting for another disorder over something else because they knew somebody with that disorder. And so to limit the bias, the 20 disorders were limited or were listed in random order based on the 4 dimensions, which were mental, psychosomatic, addictive, and somatic. So researchers took into account the possibility of people getting offended also, so that was another part. And after this study, the researchers found out that the 3 highly ranked disorders were schizophrenia, autism, and bipolar disorder. So schizophrenia is a long-term mental disorder involving a breakdown in relations between thought, emotion, and behavior. Autism, according to dictionary.com, autism is a development disorder characterized by impaired communication and emotional detachment. And bipolar disorder, according to AstraZeneca.com, is a mood disorder that is caused by a chemical imbalance in the brain, and it results in mood swings. So why I chose this topic? In Sociology 100, we were able to pick a topic to discuss. That's me and my sister, Tori, also known as Naps. Tori, at the age of 2, was diagnosed with a cognitive disorder. Well, most of you guys may know as mental retardation, or a mild form of mental retardation. Looking at her, you couldn't tell that anything was wrong with her. And she's fully capable. She's fully capable to do anything like me and you. You know, she can cook, she can clean. This is a picture of her on a camel at the zoo. She loves being on the computer and listening to music and watching the new music videos. And she was also conference champ in track in high school, and she's even good at getting on my nerves. So that's a little bit why I picked the topic, why I should care, and why should you guys care. Every day on a daily basis, we run into people that have a mental or somatic disorder. Whether we're we may not be able to recognize it half the time, like my sister, because looking at her, you won't be able to tell until you started talking to her. So you can recognize, or you run into people like this at grocery stores, they're in our schools, and even in places of entertainment. And the reason why that we all should take this into account is because they're in our everyday lives, so they're a part of our lives, and that's why you guys should care. Okay, what researchers should have focused on was how to help these people, how to help them fit into our society, instead of focusing on like the rankings, which disorders over another one. And in conclusion, researchers studied which mental and somatic disorder the public viewed to be most extreme. Even though they received a clear answer, I don't think as a society we still understand how to help these people fit into our society. And that's my work site.